So the last thing we need to go over in music, we covered range, we covered notes, we covered keys, we covered chords, we covered multiple voicings, we covered singing and hitting the notes and singing in the key, and we covered connecting all the things in verse, chorus, multiple instruments, multiple voicings, but we didn't do the fucking drums. We didn't do the drums. Now, every song needs a drummer or some percussion or some way to keep beat. What is a beat? A beat is each note. Each note usually is the quarter note. So it's the quarter note. So why is it a quarter note? Because there's four of them in a bar, in one bar. A beat is how many beats there are to go in one bar. And the amount of bars is how long the song is. Okay, so 100 bars, 200 bars, 150 bars. That's how long the song is. And that's how you can position yourself somewhere along the song. So we're going to start on bar 20. And the bars usually go like 8 bars verse, 16 bars chorus, 16 bars verse, 32 bars verse, 8 bars chorus, 4 bars pre-chorus, 8 bars bridge. So they're usually in bars of 4. Like 4, 8, 16, 32. So that's how bars, just where you are in the song. And in each bar is all the beats, all the beats. Now, if we say usually 99.99999% of songs that you're going to sing here on the radio or sing in a band or just perform or record or anything, unless it's classical music. So classical music, flamenco music, traditional cultural music has some fucked up beats. Fucked up beats. Every other song that's not traditional, cultural, classical, like crafted maestro music, every other common song is in 4/4. What does that mean when you see 4/4? 4 is the upper number, 4 is the bottom number. That means 4, the bottom number is the quarter note. So it means the quarter note is the beat. And the top number is how many of them are in each bar. So 4/4, very simple. There are 4 quarter notes in the bar. 4 quarter notes in the bar. And now, to play that song, all you do is you play bar by bar and you count to 4. 1. And every time you get to 1, you play it a little bit louder so you know you're on 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, why is this important? Because where the chords are, where the lyrics are, where the start of a new melody is, all happens relative to the location of the bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're probably not going to start something on 4 or 3 or 2. You might, but 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And how fast you play this rhythm is a feeling. It's a feeling. It is going to say like tempo. Tempo is BPM, which means beats per minute. So beats per minute is the tempo. So it's 90, 100, 120. All the DJs go 128 because that's the palpitations that match your heart. So 128 BPM. Everything else 90 BPM. But nobody fucking knows what 90 BPM is. 110 BPM is. Unless you're some type of classical trained pianist. It's just a feeling. It's just a feeling. When Taylor Swift plays all her songs, she knows which songs are slow and how slow. She knows which songs are fast and how fast. And all the other guitarists pick it up with experience. So all the other musicians know exactly how fast it is, how slow it is. But if you're playing it by yourself, a cappella or acoustic, it doesn't matter how fast or slow you are because you're by yourself. But if you're playing it together with someone, you guys got to be at the same speed. You guys got to be at the same speed. And how does everybody go at the same speed? Mainly, they all listen to the drummer and the bassist. Mainly the drummer and the bass. So the drummer and the bass, because they're playing every beat. So they're always on every beat, every half beat, every quarter of a beat, every eighth of a beat, every 16th of a beat, every 32th of a beat. So they are literally playing super fast, and you can always know where you are in a bar based on the drummer and the bassist. Now the drummer will usually accentuate the first note and the third note of a bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And for a singer to keep time, or a guitarist to keep time, it's helpful to tap your foot. So that's why they'll tap their foot to stay in time. Or a singer might wave their arms, move their body, dance around a little bit. So you dance around a little bit, you move, you jump, you groove, you tap your foot, you pound your fists, and that's how you keep time. But you're also helped by the drummer or the guitarist or anybody else, other musicians that are keeping time in the song. And this is one of the longest things to learn in music, how to stay on time. I go to Starbucks. I hear songs on the radio, and I just go like this. Or I tap my hand on my chest, or I tap my foot on the ground, and I can do that for the whole song. For the whole song, I can do that and always stay on beat. Always stay on beat. Because I'm so good. There's a range. The song goes boop, 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 boop. But every boop, there is a range. You can be half a millisecond early. You can be half a millisecond late. Okay? Or you can be exact. Which means you can be half a millisecond early every single time. Every single time you can be half a millisecond early. And that'll add flavor to your playing. So when I cover other musicians, or when I play with other musicians, I'm never on the beat. I'm always half a millisecond early or half a millisecond late, depending how I feel like it. Because my metronome, my sense of time is so perfect based on all the experience I've had, 20 years. I can know exactly when the beat is supposed to be played, and I will play my note or my song or whatever the fuck I'm playing, guitar, piano, drum, vocal, clapping, whatever the fuck, dancing, whatever I am doing. I will do my move a couple of milliseconds early, nanoseconds early, or a couple of milliseconds late, or I will be exactly on the beat. And all the professional musicians can do this. They can stay on beat throughout the entire song, come in a little bit early, come in a little bit late, and whoever has the best flavor of doing that has the best grooving song. So all my songs on the radio groove. Why do they groove? Because the most important ingredient in that recipe is the beat. So I come in. Now, that's why I never fucking use a loop. Because a loop is made by a machine. And a machine is always on the beat. But if you play it by a human, you have your extra flavor. You come in a little bit early or you come in a little bit late. So every time I play a fucking drum or a guitar or a piano, I try and loop as little as possible. I don't want to play 4 notes and then loop them throughout the entire song. What I do is, even if I'm repeating it, I want to play the entire, and a lot of musicians do this. They're going to play their repeat throughout the entire song. So, for example, my lyrics, I sing the same lyrics and I repeat them 5 times throughout the song. I don't just record it once and then repeat it. I sing it differently every time I repeat it because that adds the flavor to it, especially when you're doing the drums. The drums just fucking repeat like an endless dead ass drum. But if you manually repeat it yourself, you will be a little bit early sometimes, you will be a little bit late sometimes, and that's gonna change how your feel of the beat is. However, on average, you're always on the beat. You're always on the beat. If you were a little bit early last beat, you come in a little bit late next beat. If you're a little bit late 3 beats in a row, you hammer in the beat early on the 4th beat. And this is the hardest thing to learn in music. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take time. It took me 20 years. It may take 10 years, 5 years, 30 years. You just keep getting better and better at it to feel the fucking time. And that's the most important. When you can feel time, you can play any instrument. That's how a guitarist can pick up a trumpet, can pick up a saxophone, can start dancing, can start singing, because all they got to know is 1 note on the new instrument or 2 notes on the new instrument that they picked up. How to play 2 notes. If they know how to play 2 notes, but they know time, they can play those 2 notes beautifully. Ba 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 ba. So they can play those 2 notes in time like a fucking song perfectly. So that's how they can pick up new instruments. Dancing's the same thing. Dancing, you do moves, you wave your body parts around on the beat, So a beat, and the last thing I'm going to say is, so beat's the most important thing in music. In my last video, we covered the notes and the keys and the chords and the singing and different instruments, different voices. And now we cover the beats and the tempo and the bars. And when you're starting off, remember, it's always 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But, so when you read music, a lot of people don't know, like, when you go Google One Direction chords or Selena Gomez chords, you'll have the lyrics, and above the lyrics you'll see the chord names, and they'll be simple chords: A, B, C, D minor, E minor, F, G, G major, whatever. So it'll be simple chords and the lyrics. But nobody knows how to connect these chords with the words. And it's because they have no beat. They have no sense of beat. If you have sense of beat, you just nod your head. I went, and you know how the song goes in your head. You can eat. That's why I do so many covers. I don't practice. I load up the page, I turn on the camera, and I record the cover, start to finish. I never practice. Why? Because I know how a sense of the song goes in my head, and it's just logical. Say the song is, I went to the store on Friday and I'm going back on Tuesday. Then you go like, and the chords are, so you go, I went to the store on Friday and I'm going back on Tuesday. Or say it was a different song and it went like, I went to the store on Friday and I'm going back on Tuesday. And it's just common sense like that. You can repeat the chords, and every time the word comes up with the new chord, you change the word with the chord. Now it's not just random. You're not going to play G 3 times, and then A once, and then B 3 times, and then D once, and you're going to be changing the lyrics with the chords like that. What you're going to be doing is usually playing 4 chords or 2 chords. So you're going to play A, D, 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 C, C, G, G, A, F, 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 C, C, G, G. It's going to be in fours because every bar is 4, or it's going to be half a bar, 2. Everything goes in 2 and 4, 2 and 4. Which leads me to my last point. The mistake that everybody makes. I made it all the time. And I'm trying to prevent you years, literally years, in your development with this mistake. And nobody was ever able to explain it to me. And it's every single person runs into this mistake when they're trying to play 4/4 and singing and chords at the same time. 4/4 means 4/4. It does not mean 3/4. You don't go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You're forgetting the fucking 4. You're forgetting the goddamn 4. Every musician with 20 years of experience knows there is a goddamn 4. Everybody who is inexperienced is stuck at 3 because naturally your body wants to go 3. You want to do this. You want to do this. Which is correct in some cases when you're doing triplets, but not all the time. It is not supposed to be. It is supposed to be not and everybody, you have to really find where you're making mistakes. You may be doing 4, 4, and then in one bar you do 3. You forget the 4. And now you're all fucked up. You're going 4, 4, and then you do 3. It happens to everybody starting out. Everybody starting out will go 4, 4, 3, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3. But you gotta go 4 every time. Every time. Now, one trick to this is that when singers sing with the music, the chords will be honest. The chords will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. But the words won't. They all want to go on the little upbeat. And what is the upbeat? The upbeat means you start 1 beat early. So, or 2 beats early. Not half a beat, not 1.5 beats. You start 1 beat early or you start 2 beat early. Which means this is what it sounds like. You don't go 1, 2, 3, 4. I went to the store today and I'm going back tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll go back. That's what it would sound like if I was starting my singing on 1. But you never start a song on 1. You start a song on 4 or 3. Usually 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I went to the store on Tuesday. And now I'm going back on Friday. 'Cause when I go back, so the first word is soft and then you start the next word. You see how it's more musical? I went to the store on Friday. Then when I go back, I'll see all the people that I met yesterday. They met me and they were very nice to me. So you see, we'll go back to the store on Friday. You're going do 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 do, and you start early on 4, and then you go to 1, and that's how you sing. Now the chords will still be honest. The chords will still go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But the words are gonna go 1, 2, 3. I went to the store on Friday. So when I go back, I'll see everybody. Today I'll see my best friend. And when he says hello, I'll see him tomorrow. So that's how you, and that's all there is to it. That's how you play every song. In the last video, we went over the notes. In this video, we go over the tempo. But the tempo is very hard to learn. Gonna take 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 5 years to learn the tempo. But remember, 4, not 3. And you start singing on 4. And you play the chords and the song with common sense. A, B, C, G, F, G, B, C, E, D. And it's all common sense. Rhythm, the beat, and 4, and starting on 4 into 1. And that's all there is. Teaching you everything, man. Teaching you everything. Teaching you speed tricks to speed through your training, to help you along your training to mastery. So, stay classy, New York.